we're going to be talking now about some of the approved hacks that will help you overcome stress. The first one that we're going to be talking about is mindfulness or meditation, which basically is simple as saying that dedicate some time to meditate during the day, or even a couple of times in the day, or maybe every other day, depending on your life situation. Like 5 to 10 minutes daily for mindfulness meditation. Sit down quietly and just focus on the present. Why do you think about the future when the future is not here? What are some of the things you are dealing with right now? Just let the present be, and ensuring that you do not overwhelm yourself with the things that have not yet happened.
And sometimes too, when you know that you are going to be going, maybe if your work is very stressful, before you go, you can spend time, a little time, to meditate, to take in whatever calms you down. Just calm yourself down and meditate. And if you are a Christian, that can be something you can ponder over a scripture, something that you hold dear to, so that meditation will calm you down. You are not going to be all wilded up for you to release all this excess cortisol that will lead to uncontrolled blood sugar.
My goodness. Calm yourself down. Anticipate the issues and calm yourself down. And the other technique also to talk about is, creating some form of imagery, or guided, what we call guided imagery or visualization. You can sit down and imagine what the end will be. For example, you are struggling with some issues right now. So what you want to do to overcome the stress of that is to imagine yourself already overcoming that situation. If it's a wedding, imagine yourself with the wedding complete and you go home for your honeymoon. Hopefully you are not stressed too much for a wedding, right? But whatever it is, maybe it's a career. You're trying to go to school for a career. Look at the end while you are in the beginning. Calm yourself with that. So that comforts you. So creating a picture or a visual image of what the outcome of what you're going through now is can calm you down and reduce your stress. And you can also imagine yourself at the beach. Oh, come on, man. Thinking thoughts that are positive and making sure that you actually actively redirect your mind to be positive on life's issues. That is how you overcome stress. Because trust me, there's not going to be a time that problems are all done. There are apps that, on YouTube and other places where they will play as a semblance of a beach, sounds with water flowing and rain falling, and just to calm you down.
You can also take short or brisk walks or engage in 10 to 15 minutes of physical activities. Whatever you do, So if you exercise, you produce this endorphins.
Another good thing, right?
Hormones that makes you happy. Yeah. So whatever you can do, you take a stroll around the neighborhood. You take a walk, and you do things that will take your mind off that situation that stresses you up. So by so doing, you prevent your body from continuously producing the cortisol, which is a bad substance in your body. So whatever you can do, just think about things that you enjoy doing. But studies have shown that short walks and physical activity really help.
My goodness, short walks and physical activity. Not only are they helping you also pick up glucose from your blood if you are concerned about blood sugar going up, they are also helping you to release those feel good hormones that she mentioned, the endorphins. So, people who exercise pretty much will, bear as witness. Like when you exercise, you feel good after. Even though you may be achy, but during the day you feel better. Mentally speaking, psychologically, I should say, you feel better because of a boost of endorphins. And the good thing is, when exercise is making you feel good, mentally or psychologically, it's also helping your muscles pick up glucose, like we discussed last week. So you get two things in one just with exercise. And all it takes is 10 to 15 minutes walk, like she's saying, or a brisk, jog, 10, 15 minutes. And when I advise couples, sometimes pretend to be a marriage counselor. I tell them, if your wife or your husband is bothering you, or you guys enter into a huge argument, sometimes all it takes is to just get out and get some fresh air. Just walk. By the time you come down, not only would tensions have gone down, but you would have also gotten some endorphins. So you feel better about yourself. And then, before you know, that argument is gone. So we definitely need to basically make sure that we are doing that for stress.
And you can also practice what we call deep breathing exercises. Deep breathing exercises. So controlled breathing techniques, such as we have 4-7-8 method, which is you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold for 7 seconds, and you exhale for 8 seconds. So 4-7-8. You inhale for 4 seconds.
Do the inhale, let's see.
Then you hold for 7. Then you exhale for 8. So you do 4-7-8 method. So to calm your nervous system, and that calms you down and reduces stress levels. So that can be something that you can adapt right in the middle of that situation. You do this inhale, hold, and exhale method, and that calms you down.
My goodness. And if you want to do it again, say 4-7-8, right? 4-7-8. You can always go back to the video and do it. But you inhale 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and then exhale for 8 seconds. 4-7-8. And it doesn't have to be 4-7-8. Some people cannot inhale for 4 seconds. Some people cannot, hold it for 7 seconds. So however much you can. The key is that you have to practice deep breathing exercises. Even if it lasts for 3 seconds and that's all you can do, fine. But you got to do deep breathing exercises. And those also, as she said, will help with stress. Definitely stress. All right. The other thing is what I call, don't stretch yourself. Come on, man. I always bring that up and I feel bad. Don't stretch yourself as a human being. And the reason is that if you stretch yourself, then you are going to be in trouble. Let's make it clear. What do I mean by don't stretch yourself? Can you help me here?
Oh, sure. So you said that you cut your coat according to your size,
That's
right?
the point. Cut your coat according to your size. Don't stretch yourself in life.
Yeah, you don't compete with the Joneses. So you want this new car, the latest car in town. You cannot afford it. You put the expenses together, your income, whatever you are making and all that. There is no way you can afford it. But because you're competing, because you want to show off, you put yourself in a situation that you are constantly stressed. You want to avoid stuff like that. You can afford a house. You are not there. It's not that you cannot. You are not there yet.
Not that I like that. You're not there yet. Not that you can't.
Yeah.
But the timing is not good.
It's the timing. You have to wait till you're done with school. You have to wait till you get a job that is sustainable. You don't want to get to a car that you don't have a sustainable job. Then you work for 2 days, 2 weeks, and you are laid off. Then they are going to repossess your car. You are going to stress. You are going to empty your savings. It's too much stress that you want to put on yourself. So you don't want to overstretch yourself. And sometimes you have to learn to say no. If the demand is too much for you. You tell your husband that I cannot do it all. I'm not a superwoman. I am, but sometimes I cannot keep up.
Oh, you tell your wife that I can't do it all.
So you don't overstretch yourself because you want a situation that your body is not to that state, like the flight and the fight state all the time. If we've learned that if you are in that chronic state of stress, it's likely that you're producing these unhealthy hormones that can cause you to gain weight, that can affect your insulin sensitivity and all that. that comes with it. So you want to stay away from you yourself putting yourself in a situation that will make you stress. If there are certain things, the projects that you've overstretched, you cut some off, and try to live within your means.
Oh, come on, man. Try to live within your means. It's easier said than done. When onlookers are watching, everybody expects a lot from you. You know what I'm saying?
And you want to show off that
wanna
you are there,
off,
but you don't have the money.
But you don't have it, but you can build it on credit. You know what I'm saying? And then credit starts, and then you have to work every day. Sometimes people work 3 jobs just to meet some need. It is serious, Or how much are you eating? You don't need all that, But because of the extent of the stretch that we have put on ourselves, building houses, buying vehicles, living the life, making sure that everybody thinks you are doing well. For all you know, those people don't even care. And even if they
They
care,
don't remember.
They don't remember, You have to change your dress or your shirt every time you go to church because somebody will know you wore the same thing. That person has his own mindset. What they are dealing with, they don't even know.
They don't notice.
They don't even notice. And you are home struggling and
Stressing.
stressing about what you wear tomorrow because you wore the same thing. Who cares? As long as it doesn't smell, you clean it out, you're good.
Yeah.
But it is easier said than done because most people, and we are not saying we are angels, we have all lived like that. We had to grow to this extent to realize that it's unnecessary because most people will judge you by the way you come up, and people begin to judge themselves by what they think other people are looking,
Right.
are saying. But it's unnecessary. Just do the right things for yourself and enjoy a smooth, easy life rather than to be stressed because of what people will think. Let them think what they think. As long as you are not like, just living anyhow. Some people just throw things off, anyway, like they don't exercise, they don't care if they are getting fat. No, you got to care if your body is degenerating. People will say you are fat. That one, I want you to care. Come on, man. Yeah. But when it comes to material gain, when it comes to a car, a house, a dress, those kind of things, do what you can and just work hard enough to get what you need.
Right.
That's all. So hit subscribe or hit follow and then hit the bell so that you will see us whenever we come on. So we want to say thank you for watching.
Beloved,
we wish above all things that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers.